We've done lots of things over the years. Like we've had cows eat their way through a silage pile. We've set out bales for bale grazing, and I never like to just limit myself and think that I can only do one thing or whatever. Yeah, we've tended to stick with the stockpile grazing and the swath grazing, but we've done lots of things to either help cheapen up or keep the labor down on winter feeding over the years. I'm thinking about giving corn a try for a few of our acres. I think it's with newer varieties and that, it's getting to be more feasible all the time.
So we started bale grazing primarily from an economical standpoint, and the biggest driving factor was labor, to be able to feed a large number of cattle with limited labor. And so for the last 10 years, the bale grazing has worked really well in that way. But we've also, through that time period, used other feeding systems, whether they be swath grazing or corn grazing. We do some traditional feeding as well. And so we just need to emphasize that you have to be flexible with any system you pick.
I don't have one recipe for winter feeding. In 19 years, we've probably had about 18 different winter feeding programs.
Some years we'll swath graze, some years we won't, depending on the economics of it. When the grain prices, when we were selling $5 to $6 barley, we found it better to use the land to grow cash crops on and buy the hay back. And it just penciled out better for us in the long run. Now that we've trended down with the grain prices, we're back growing swath grazing again. It can be bad to get stuck in the rut of we've done it like this for the past 20 years or 50 years or 100 years, so we need to continue to do it like this. There's always a better way to do something, so a guy needs to really be open to see what will make a guy the most money in the end.
The calves are on a more consistent winter diet of swath grazing. The cows go from stockpiled native grass to, in this particular winter, a bale grazing native grass mix, and then barley stubble, and then swath grazing. So they jump around quite a bit. That's the magic of that beef cow, is she can adapt.
Whatever system you choose to feed your cows through the winter, be flexible. The best option this year may not be the best option next year. The best option for one herd of cows, not for the next. We don't ask our replacement heifers and our young cows to go out and graze right now. We're bale grazing them, we're stockpile grazing mature cows. We hope to try swath grazing. It's important to keep your options open and make sure you know what's going to fit and try things out.